Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 in this series between Focus and Believe. This is taken from Gcup 79 from about 2 weeks ago for all of you guys who are interested. I am casting these games out of order, and hopefully Gcup 72 or 70 will be released soon. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what Focus is doing here as the Yellow Orc here on Nomad Isle 1.3. He has spawned as the Yellow Orc here at the 5 o'clock position. Meanwhile, Believe spawning as the pink Undead over here on the top right-hand side of the map. Undead versus Orc once more, and we'll see how things are going to be unfolding. Focus took a commanding lead in game number 1 as he now opens up with the Blade Master once more. You can see Believe opening up with the delayed Altar of Darkness, Tomb of Relics, and Graveyard already, as Crypt Fiends should be popping out here in just a moment. At the 2-minute mark, the Blade Master will be making an appearance. There he is, as he now runs out. Alright, one peon. Wow, a peon actually dying to a gargantuan sea turtle. That sea turtle went a very long ways away, causing a bit of problems as we now are going to be going after the Null Warden. This is a 5-3-1 creep camp. There you have it, Blade Master getting in some easy damage already. Gonna perhaps follow it up with the Null, nope, going after the Null Poacher. That Poacher does deal 14 damage per attack, and before you account for damage type and armor. And finally, the Null Overseer will get taken down next. Alright, meanwhile, Crypt Fiend doing a good job just staying on Blight and absorbing damage. You can take a look that Null Brute is dealing a bit of damage back as the Death Knight is going to be finishing off this creep camp here in just a moment. Remaining Null Poachers will go ahead and spawn here in just a second as the Death Knight is sitting at level 1, will pick up a Tome of Intelligence +2, get a 30 additional mana, already up to 285. Very nicely done there, as he is going to need that mana for those Death Coils. Coming back to the south, the Blade Master already doing a bit of healing, and I'm wondering, is Focus going to do the same exact strategy that we saw in game number 1? He was heavy on the harassment with that Blade Master. As we now take a look, Blade Master now going to go up against the level 3 creep camps here before going off to the Vile Temptress. This Blade Master has to be very careful. He has taken a fair bit of damage, does get to level 2, and is going to finish off this Null Warden and finally finish off this Vile Temptress here. Alright, Vile Temptress taking a bit of damage, but will end up falling. Blade Master will stay at level 2, perhaps get halfway to level 3, picks up Boots of Speed, and is now healing himself back up. Back off to the north, Crypt Fiends, along with Skeletal Minions, clearing out this Rogue Wizard Giant Wolf creep camp. Blade Master is nearby, does finish off the Wolf there, now trying to get a little bit more experience again as the Death Knight is at level 2. Are we going to see a Death Coil disrupt the healing? No, we are not, as the Blade Master does have double circlets of nobility already. Alright, Death Knight now looking to back away. Claws of Attack +6, Dust of Appearance. Crypt Fiends pulling all the way back here, attempting to finish off this Null Overseer. Null Overseer taking a little bit of damage, but the Null Warden was taken out there. Blade Master can still perhaps deal a little bit of damage on some unsuspecting units, as the Death Knight now trying to flee from the blade of the Blade Master. Grunt can finish off that one particular Null Warden off over here. The Death Knight and the Crypt Fiends fighting back against that Blade Master. Blade Master, however, has plenty of hit points and may even be able to get to level 3 here in just a moment. Let's take a look at this. Null Overseer down to 175, 121. Critical strike there. Now level 3 has 3 circlets of nobility. Very high damage, very high hit points, very high intelligence already, as Believe is just taking a lot of damage so far. All right, Windwalk Strike right there. Blade Master does not have the does have the mana. Now wandering back again. Where is it teleported to? That is going to be the question. And he teleports on the inside of his base. Lightning Shield there, causing problem as the Death Knight is just stranded in the back corner. This is not looking good for Believe whatsoever. Is there, I believe, yes, there is a Goblin Laboratory that can get picked up. You can see that the creeps are going to try and creep off this spider, this crab and giant sea turtle creep camp here. The Death Knight just wandering off over here. Perhaps all of these trees will get cleared in time for the Death Knight to make an appearance. However, the Blade Master now pretty much knows he has free reign in terms of harassment, knowing that the Crypt Fiends are going to be pretty much unguarded for quite some time. Also, the items, all items that are dropped by the Spider Crab Behemoth, the Giant Sea Turtle, will be left for the Blade Master to pick up unless the Crypt Fiends actually deal damage to the item themselves. If you did not know, items that are dropped on the ground can be attacked and be destroyed. Blade Master still coming across over here. Let's take a look. Level 3 on that Blade Master. He could go after that. Yes, he's going after the crab right there. That crab is going to get taken down. Another very, very powerful item will be dropped there. Pyrupt of Vitality, as this one Blade Master now perhaps going to win walk again. Death Knight still finally makes its way out of a very, very bad situation. Is it going to see a Death Coil? Yes, we do, as the Death Knight arrives just in time to save a lowly Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend now doing a little bit of attacking back and forth. Blade Master has a lot of work to do once again. Going to finish off a final blow there. All of this happening at the same time as the Shadow Hunter is currently creeping as well. It looks as though the Death Knight did not get the item. No item there at all. Shadow Hunter now sitting at 2. And Focus is just currently ahead in every possible aspect in this game over Believe. Believe still has a chance to get back into this game. However, it is going to be an uphill climb. Blade Master currently looking to perhaps... Oh, Dust of Appearance is revealed. Blade Master is in trouble and may need to back off here. A lot of damage is dealt. Frost Armor is on those Crypt Fiends, helping protect them, as the Frost Armor gives +3 armor and slows the attacks of those Blade Masters. Back across over here, let's take a look. Shadow Hunter, Giant Wolf now looking to engage once more. All right, you can see a little bit more damage there. Lightning Shield now coming down. Giant Wolf with the Lightning Shield around him, causing damage to the remaining units, as the Death Knight gets a little bit of a creep jack here, but the Hex does come down. All right, is a Grunt going to get taken down? Very, very low hit point Grunt. Yes, he does get taken down. Giant Wolf is still left behind. The Death Knight now needs to back off. We could get this Death Knight to level 3. One more kill, perhaps on the Rogue Wizard, should do it. And if that does happen, that is going to set forth level 2 Death Coils. All right, level 3 Death Knight, level 2 Death Coils. Lich does have Claws of Attack +6 illusion on the Death Knight. Doing a bit of scouting once more as the Shadow Hunter now wandering around here. Blade Master in the back has taken down 1 or 2 acolytes so far. Scroll of Town Portal, Blade Master, Dust of Appearance, Death Coil onto the Death Knight, or from the Death Knight onto the Blade Master, down to 229. And the Blade Master didn't look like he lost that much damage, or took that much damage there. All right, Gargantuan Sea Turtle gonna get cleaned up, and the Shadow Hunter may get to level 3 after this creep camp. All right, Gargantuan Sea Turtle needs to back off here. Let's take a look. Oh, this Grunt needs to back off again, as he is just going to hold position here. Shadow Hunter just shy of level 3 right now. After this level 7 creep camp goes, it should give him level 2 or level 3 and level 2 healing wave. That healing wave with that Spirit Link going to make it so difficult to truly deal damage to the army. All right, let's take a look. Goblin Zeppelin in the air at 241 hit points. Blade Master is ready to pounce on all of these units, as we still do not see a Nerubian or Spirit Tower in play. Black Citadel has trained up some more units. Let's take a look at that. 5 acolytes back up on that gold mine, but the damage has been done. Significant amount of gold has been lost, especially as the Blade Master is still doing a great job harassing here. Blade Master, Dust of Appearance, making sure that the Blade Master doesn't harass any longer. Potion of Invulnerability. Was the Blade Master revealed? Yes, he was, as he is currently now getting healed up. All right, units are looking to back off here, as you see the Death Knight now leading the charge into this position. All right, units are going to be backing up here, not wanting to engage against the Dark Wizard and that chaos damage. And whoever is engaging against these creeps while the other army is fighting, that's pretty much a 2-on-1 fight right there. And if Focus is not careful, he may end up falling behind, fighting in unfavorable situations. As long as he does not make any critical mistakes, he should be fine going into the late game, as the Lich is still sitting at level 2 but does have that Orb of Corruption. Destroyer form about to be done. Are we going to be looking at the Pit Lord? No, this time it is going to be the Dark Ranger for silence, preventing any of that wind walk there. All right, Death Knight going to go ahead and engage. Where are they going to be traveling to next? That is going to be the big question. Lich is going to be ready to go, as the Death Knight is looking to push forward right here. So far, though, it looks like the Dark Wizard is going to get cleared out by the Blade Master. There it goes. It's going to get taken down. Stone Token is the item of choice, picked up by the Shadow Hunter, and that is going to give a necessary stun as a type. Meanwhile, the Crypt Fiends are now wandering around inside here. Frost Nova, Kodo Beast taking a lot of damage. It's going to get taken out. A large amount of damage already being dealt here. You can see that the Destroyer, Blade Master, ensnare as the Destroyer is now up in the air, going to go ahead and engage, try to take down some of these units. Squirrel of Town Portal, Ghoul gets taken down. Dark Ranger taking a lot of damage as well, as we see 2 Orc Burrows taken down, and it is going to be quite some time before we get any additional items. Now, the Blade Master does have that Orb of Lightning. Shadow Hunter does have another Circlet of Nobility. Wow, 4 Circlets of Nobility either picked up or dropped by the Blade, or for the Orc army so far, as the Destroyers now going to look to engage off over here. All right, as long as you're focusing down whatever target has that -5 armor, this should be fairly easy for you to finish up. Skeletal Minions, Dust of Appearance, making sure that the Blade Master is not nearby. Destroyers with that Devour Magic eating that Frost armor, and now ready to finish off that Bronze Drake. Bronze Drake at -2 armor, taking a lot of damage, especially from that Destroyer, as he continues to eat his way through. All right, Furbolg, a summoned unit. This is the Talisman of the Wind. Those Furbolgs last 3 minutes, and they are essentially like maybe a grunt no, not even a grunt. They are a little bit stronger than a footman, and that is it. So not necessarily the best consumable item, especially compared to the Stone Token, which has the ability to throw boulders and stun units. All right, Crypt Fiends now going after the remaining giant sea turtle creep camps here. Potion of Scroll of the Beast now being dropped behind. High level consumable item, but not necessarily what the Death Knight was truly going for. All right, Vampiric Aura, Dark Ranger going after these units here. All right, it looks like there was a Howl of Terror, Devour Magic quickly coming across, Siphon Life coming in, Book of the Dead now being added, as the Death Knight does have very powerful items going into this next fight. Howl of Terror coming in, Overlord, Devour Magic, Destroyer with pretty much maximum mana, gonna be forced to pull away. One Destroyer does get taken down before the teleport back home. And Believe Focus catching a lucky break there, getting that one final Destroyer before the teleport went through. All right. It looks like a handful of units were caught in a very unfortunate location. Are they going to perhaps make their way out? Yes, they are, unsummoning that one particular Ziggurat. And we are now looking at 53 over 50 supply. At this stage, you may want to kill off one of your Crypt Fiends just so that you are not paying any unnecessary taxes just for being slightly above the food limit. Let's take a look down across over here. One Furbolg still walking around, taking a quick look at things. Hawk was taken down there. Blade Master sitting at 4. Shadow Hunter sitting at 4. Let's finish off over here. The Green Drake and the Rogue Wizard gonna get finished off. So the Undead army is doing a good job catching up in terms of level. And we are looking at another Tome of Strength +2 being left behind. Potion of Invulnerability. Dark Ranger is sitting at 2, almost at 3. Death Knight is going to be pushing off in over here in just a moment, as we see Goblin Sappers rushing on inside. Goblin Zeppelin there to tank the damage, while the Goblin Sappers finished off the buildings. 53 over 30 supply now, so no reinforcements for a bit. All right, Blade Master going after the Obsidian Statue. That is going to get taken down. Crypt Fiends now fighting back. There goes a Grunt. Units are engaging here. Death Knight going after... Nope, not going to be able to save that Death Knight, or that Crypt Fiend there, as the Blade Master forces a Scroll of Town Portal on that Death Knight. That Death Knight was in the very front position, and because of the lack of abominations, that ends up being the issue, as the Death Knight is really more of a medium, or not really the frontline hero that you want him to be. He doesn't have as much hit points or armor as agility type heroes, and he really needs to be supported very, very well. Once he got surrounded, the Death Knight, which is also the main healer of the army, was forced to try and retreat since he has no way of easily healing himself. I do not believe Death Pact is, tech, no Unholy Aura level 2. Down across over here, you can see a Great Hall will get shut down here. Blade Master going after the Destroyer as well. There is going to be a bit of damage there as we are continuing this fight here. All right, let's take a look. Frost Nova unable to finish off a Raider here. Continuing this fight, another Destroyer getting ensnared down. Troll Berserkers are, in fact, getting focused down as the Death Knight needs to use another Scroll of Town Portal again. Hit and run tactics, as long as you are losing less than your opponent, is generally all right. But so far, every time there's been a fight, it feels as though Focus has forced the Scroll of Town Portal, as opposed to Believe, thinking that he should cut his losses and be able to have a successful hit and run. Yes, he was able to stop the town hall from being constructed, but that could get started at a moment's notice once more. Let's take a look down across over here. 54 over 60 compared to 47 over 60. Gold mines. About 5 minutes left on the Undead one. Meanwhile, down across over here, about 4 minutes left. There was a bit of mining loss as the Death Knight now looking to finish off this 5-3-1 creep camp again. I don't believe there's an easy way. Nope, you can in fact get over. Can you walk through there? I'm not 100% sure. I don't believe you can actually walk into those locations. I believe those are islands and very, very difficult to clear out. All right, Pocket Great Hall was constructed there as the mining has already begun. Raider's going to engage. Ensnare now dropping that Destroyer. Death Coil does save it as the Destroyer is trying to engage here. All right, there goes a Roar. Ensnare onto the Obsidian Statue. Obsidian Statue now is taking a lot of damage. It needs to go into the air, but at this point it is just taking far too much damage and it will get taken down. Destroyer off over here, gonna get Death Coiled in time to continue this fight. Destroyers going after some of those Troll Berserkers, but they are getting focused down as well. Raiders now completely melting the lines as the Kodo Beasts are slowly digesting a new Crypt Fiend. This Kodo Beast could use to chew on something as well, as the Death Knight needs to save this Lich. Lich down to 59-60 hit points. Does have the Potion of Invulnerability. Death Knight can try and Death Coil. No, it looks as though the Lich is going to have a very, very bad day. Is it going to be able to stick around? Yes, it will. The Invulnerability ending right after the Scroll of Town Portal procced. Lich sitting at level 4. Still in danger. 47 over 60 supply compared to 52 over 70. There is a bit more gold being mined off here. Another peon being added as well, as the Shadow Hunter is at 5 and the Blade Master is at 5 as well. 28 damage going from 33 base all the way up to, what is that, 61 base damage. Where's that Kodo Beast? The Kodo Beast is farther away from that Blade Master, and the Blade Master still can also proc that Orb of Lightning in order to temporarily stun, or it's more of like a root, and units just stand still and are unable to run away. It doesn't stun them, but it does deal damage to any sort of summoned units, so we'll see what comes of that. Shadow Hunter with an array of apothecaried items in his backpack. 2 circlets of nobilities, a potion of mana, a potion of healing, a clarity potion, and also a healing salve, as we're now making our way up to the north. All right, Destroyer going to be looking to go. We see some grunts in position. Dark Ranger is in position as well. Who can win out in this fight? If anyone who missteps is going to be in trouble, and that's what you're looking at here. The Death Knight being brought to the very, very forefront. A big, big issue. This is a big battle here. Raiders now coming in from the backside. A grunt does get taken down. One Destroyer will get taken out. The Devour Magic not in time. Simply too many Forest Troll Berserkers. Very high damage there. Death Knight needs to, isn't really even taking that much damage as well, as he's trying to finish off these units. Lich now in trouble. The Death Coil still on cooldown. Death Knight now need to get into position, gets hexed, and also gets ensnared, and I believe that is going to be the GG, as Focus takes this series 2-0. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.